Alright, let's cut through the noise. Did Donald Trump's latest tariff policies actually help the US economy, or did they hurt us? I've got the numbers, the science, and the most up-to-date research, so buckle up. This is going to be fast. In 2025, Trump launched tariffs on every US import, minimum 10% and up to 50% for 57 countries. The goal? Raise money for the government, shrink the trade deficit, protect American jobs. But what actually happened? First, the headline. These tariffs are projected to rake in $5.2 trillion for the federal government over the next decade. If you zoom out to 30 years, that's up to $16.4 trillion, according to the Penn-Wharton budget model. Sounds huge, right? But here's the catch. The same research shows that, over time, these tariffs will slash US GDP by 6%. 6%. That's not a rounding error. That's like erasing the entire economy of a major US state. Wages? Down by 5%. For a typical middle-income household, that means a lifetime loss of $22,000. Double the pain you'd get from a massive corporate tax hike. Why? Because tariffs don't just raise prices at the store, they also shrink trade. Imports drop by $6.9 trillion in 10 years. And when we buy less from abroad, foreigners have less reason to invest in America. That means fewer buyers for US government debt, higher bond yields, and less money for businesses to grow. Who pays for all this? Not just businesses. Over time, the burden lands mostly on consumers. Higher prices for electronics, higher prices for groceries. And the longer tariffs stay, the more our wallets get squeezed. And here's something most models miss: the ripple effects on investment and debt. When foreign capital dries up, American households are left holding the bag, absorbing more government debt and facing higher borrowing costs. That slows down the whole economy. Let's recap with hard numbers. $5.2 trillion in revenue over 10 years, 6% hit to GDP, 5% drop in wages, $22,000 lifetime loss for the average household, imports down $6.9 trillion in a decade, foreign investment plummets. So did these policies have a positive effect? The science says no. The consensus from economists is clear. Tariffs might fill the government's wallet, but they empty everyone else's. Efficiency drops, growth slows, and households pay the price. How can this be prevented? The latest research points to smarter trade policies, targeted support for vulnerable industries, and stronger global cooperation, not blanket tariffs. Because when you wall yourself off, you don't just keep others out, you trap your own economy inside. And that's the latest science. Want more data-driven answers? Hit subscribe.